Everyone, I am Batoul Sawas, a student health ambassador in the HBCU Wellness and Meharry Medical College, where we aim to bridge mental health disparities and physical health disparities in underserved communities by increasing knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors toward a better well-being. And so I'm also a psychology major at Middle Tennessee State University, and I would love to introduce you to my project, Shifting Attitudes Toward Depression Through Psychoeducation in Young Adults, in this session. So, as you may know, depression is a very significant mental health disparity that impacts underserved populations, especially those from marginalized backgrounds, from certain ethnic backgrounds, African Americans, Asians, and Hispanics, but also those from certain demographic factors such as low socioeconomic status, ages 18 to 25 years old. And sadly, those communities tend to be very hesitant to seek preventive measures and treatment options as a result of cultural mistrust, lack of mental health literacy, and also stigma. And so this study wanted to explore whether a psychoeducational intervention impacts participants' attitudes toward preventive and treatment seeking behaviors for depression positively. It was expected that after a culturally responsive psychoeducational intervention, participants' preventive and treatment seeking attitudes would improve, and that when pretest and post-test are compared, this would be shown if the post-test had a higher average of positive attitudes than the pretest. So participants were recruited through age-appropriate platforms, including GroupMe, Instagram, email. Fistserv is a platform where Frisk University students can find opportunities for them to learn more about certain things or to gain volunteer hours in general. As you can see, the flyer was shared for participants to be aware of what the session will be covering, but also more about the Metro Public Health Department community partner, which was co-facilitating the session with Counselor Nicole Foster, and about myself as a facilitator, so students are more aware. The procedures included an assessment. A pretest and a post-test were administered to assess participants' attitudes towards seeking preventive measures and treatment for depression before and after the session. The intervention was very accessible, a psychoeducational session conducted virtually, addressing risk factors for depression, preventive strategies, coping skills, and treatment options using an interactive framework, such as a Q&A and a Kahoot game, as well as resources that are tailored toward the community, which made the session very innovative on affordable mental health care providers, financial resources, and support groups. Participants really enjoyed the Kahoot, and it was very engaging and an innovative element, as well as addressing uncommonly known risk factors and proactive measures such as self-esteem, optimism, as well as hours spent on social media or devices in general, and sleep. And so those were very important aspects that were included. Therefore, the study was representative of the target group. Over 60% participants completed the study. Most of them were from low socioeconomic backgrounds of household income under $30,000 per year. Participants' sex were mostly women. Most were African Americans or Hispanic, and most ages were 18 to 25. The psychoeducational session was highly effective. The post-test was approximately 7% higher than the pretest, and up to 25.9% positive attitudes were observed comparing the pretest and post-test scores in specific questions and aspects measured. So overall, attitudes improved positively after a brief psychoeducational intervention, and therefore the hypothesis was retained. And most participants attended a historically Black university, which may have reduced the study's generalizability, which may have been seen as a limitation and could be controlled in the future, as well as exploring whether longer psychoeducational sessions might yield the same impact or a different impact can be also interesting to find, and investigating the impact of a psychoeducational session on participants' treatment seeking and preventive behaviors for depression would also be interesting. I would like to express my gratitude for my mentor, the director of the HPC Wellness Program, and Ms. Woods for her recommendation and design, and my community partner for the continued support. Thank you so much for listening.